This is my setup. Currently I've got two sections that are 2 layers each. And in this section, I also have the dividing walls that can be taken out. So it opens up this whole area for the quail to be able to have their life. And the bottom section is also the same thing. And so in this section currently I have 1 rooster to 2 hens, and they've all accepted each other. I know it's better to have 3 to 4 per 1 rooster, but this for the moment it's working out really well. And the hens are doing well and they lay every day. The same thing up here. Now on this layer I've opened it up, and so 2 of the little sections are open, but I had to put a dividing wall on that section there, so these birds here won't go over there, and in particular the rooster, because in this section we have a hen, and right now hasn't been laying for the last 2 or 3, maybe 4, no, 2, 3 days. She has her times where she is laying and then doesn't want to lay. I don't have the heart to cull her, but her feet are a little bit deformed, and she's been this way all her life. She is about 4 months old, 3 to 4 months old, I think. But she lays, and as long as she lays, there's nothing wrong with the eggs. And so I'm hanging in there, and I watch her and try to help her, and she has her own feeding trough right there. And she does really well getting the water from the nipple inside. There it is. In the back there, you can see the red thing. And she has a name, Maggie, because I don't keep quail for pets, but in this situation, she's probably the only one, because she's really sweet. And so like I said before, I don't have the heart to take her out. And she's the only one. Well, we may have another one. I'll explain as we go there. So anyway, so there's 3 hens up here and 2 hens down here. And so they have a lot of freedom in their cages, and an unlimited supply of water. This is their water trough up here. It's a 2.5 gallon system. I created a system here where I can turn this and stop the water flow if I ever had to switch this off or do any cleaning with the cages. And also I found these metal for sale signs at Walmart. They're thin metal, and they had 4 pre-punched things on the ends of them. And quail, if you raise quail, you know they poop and they're messy. And we have back here in the garage, drywall, and it's just painted. And so when I first put these cages in here, I noticed that there was poop all over, poop all over on the wall. And so long story short, I got these for sale signs for like $1 something at Walmart, and I zip tied them on the sides where their poop seems to come out. And as you can see here, yeah, we've had some issues with flies because of the heat and the poop. And so this was cleaned up yesterday, and sometimes they roll off the wood chips there, the poop does, but it's super easy to clean up, and it really helps with the fly. And this one's pretty decent here. So I've done the sides of the cages, and I've done the metal in the back. So you see they can't see. And yet, when the garage doors are open, they have all this free airflow. I even have fans in both the windows there, blowing the hot air out. Of course, it raised our electric bill. But here is what I'm going to focus on. And we have the babies here. And you can see, and they are just really cute. I got 4, I believe there's 4 babies in here. That the lighter color one are pearl, and the darker ones are jumbo Egyptian. So I got 4 pearl, and believe it or not, 4 pearl and 4 Egyptian in there. and I need to clean them today. As you can see, there's poop all over the... They were born on Saturday, which was September 3rd, and as soon as they dried up in the incubator, in here they went. So this brooder is awesome, and I never have to worry about it or think about it. I just have to make sure that there's water. This is their water containers. I just stacked them on each other. They're full of purified water at the moment. And also there's a feeding thing that goes clear across here. Maybe by the time they're 2 weeks old, I temporarily put some dividers here, so because they're so tiny they could come right out. That's just temporary, and it works. So I just love these. They are so cute. Call them my little buttons, and I'm praying and hoping that out of those 8 there will be some hens, as we need more hens. And once these can go into the regular layered cages over here, I'm going to order another 50 eggs and go for this again. Probably jumbo whites or jumbo wild, or maybe even pearl. Now these are all the pearl quail that I've got, and there is I get 4, sometimes 5 eggs. Yeah, it's 5 eggs. It just depends. One of them likes to lay every other day, the others lay every day, and the eggs just roll out. And these are the pearl, and these are from Whiskey Tangle Farm. Those were the eggs that I got from them, and really appreciate Brandon and Kristen. They are just the most incredible people to work with, and Brandon, being the customer service person that I've spoken with, he is awesome. And I'll probably be ordering my next batch of eggs from them coming up here pretty soon. And down here I've got there's 2 females and a male in this section. Down here I don't have the divider walls, so these walls are permanent. And these guys, they're Falby, something like that. Anyway, they do great with laying eggs. This is my Texas A&M, or the white, and I got it from it's in Ohio. Where? My Shire Farm. Yes. Okay. I took the rooster out, and actually he was one of the ones yesterday I culled because he damaged her severely. She used to be up and walking around and everything, and now she's almost like Maggie, the other one I said. And so there's some blood still on her feathers from this. All happened behind our backs. We had no idea, and I had to separate the 2 of them. I don't know why that happened, but it did. And she's doing great. She's molting, I think, a little bit. I've noticed a lot of her feathers. Otherwise, she's eating, she's pooping good, and I'm pretty confident she's going to come out of this. She's been a great layer, consistent every single day. And so she's an Egyptian white or a Texas A&M, whatever you want to call it. This is a jumbo Egyptian, and she's mean. She is really mean, and I had to take her out. She won't get along with anybody, but she lays every single day. So I don't want her eggs to be fertile, and because if I can ever incubate our own eggs again, which, by the way, these 8 in here were from our own eggs. Right? It was sort of an experiment, as I got a new Brencia 56EX, and they did fantastic. So I love my new incubator, and it was an experiment, and I used my own eggs, and I learned from that, and had a decent hatch rate, and hope to do even better on the next round. Okay, here I got some of these heavy-duty towels. I didn't realize that Lowe's also sells these. Places like your AutoZone and other places like that sell these things. I got a roll of 50 sheets of this heavy-duty type of paper towel at Lowe's for like $2. And that was just, you know, with the high cost of inflation and everything we're all living through right at the moment, this wasn't that bad and totally affordable. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm from this roll, right, you know, in each one of these sections, I need to replace the paper in each section. And the reasoning behind that is I probably could stop doing that at this time. This is going to be my last time I do this. And in the next couple days, let's see, today is today is Wednesday, the 7th, and I'm cleaning them again. And as you notice underneath here is I got the wood chips, the pine wood chips ready to go. And the flooring underneath this paper towel on each one of these sections is a plastic detachable base that's perforated or riveted or whatever. And I could have just had them on that. The thing is, at least I can roll up the paper and toss it. And you know, within a week is I will take the plastic underneath. I won't be doing this anymore. And it has the basic plastic, you know, bottom, so the poop goes down, and the poop will go down here, okay? And this is their home for almost 3 weeks. As long as the weather stays super warm, within 2.5 to 3 weeks, I can transfer these into one of the regular sections here on either side. So that is my game plan. So all I do is just take 2 sections, and I'm going to do it 3 times. So I mean, if I could easily you know, rip this to the side and where it's perforated, and it's a typical paper towel size. So I got one here, and then I do another, and then lastly here, where are you? There you are. Okay, put this back over here. So I've got these here, and then I just sort of like piece them together. And I got one more here that I'm going to do. Then I'm going to go to the workbench, which is right next to me here, and trim it. I have to trim, here I'll show you. There we go. Okay, so there's three sections here. I'm going to bend this over. I'm just approximating because I've done this already twice with these baby quail. I just sort of like as if I'm going to, well, I am. Where the crease is at, I'm going to cut it. So I'm going to cut along here, and then I'm going to have from here down to here available. I'm going to open up each one of these doors, and one by one I'm just going to roll it up and take it out, and then I'm going to immediately put one of these in. Once I get the bottom with all of this brand new, then I'm going to, lastly, I'm going to switch out with what they have been using. This, you know, you can get this at Tractor Supply or whatever. And I've got like a regular canning jar. Canning jars work perfect for this. They just go in like so. Well, this is too tall to go through this opening here. So, and I don't want to put feed in here either, because if I put feed in here and this is semi-full here and all this is like this full of their feed, it continually comes out and they're able to scratch at it somehow, and it becomes a mess. What I've discovered is that if you put the feed in here and it's not all the way to the top, it's just a little bit below each hole here, then I put the empty jar on so they can't get into the middle section. And you know, this goes in separately and the jar goes in separately, and then I attach the two together. And since these are 8 baby quail, this thing just being filled in the red section will probably last them an entire week, if not longer. Quail don't eat much, even the adults. Less than an ounce, or about around an ounce a day or something like that. And I can fill up the trough on each one of their sections, and that will last 3 to 4 days. Okay, I'm ending here. This should not be very long here, this last segment. And I've got two of those red feeders in there, and I've got two of the dripping water containers in there, and I'm going to show. Okay, so Hatching Time gives you, when you buy a brooder, you know, two of these, and because they're so narrow next to where the water is in, you don't need marbles or anything like that. It's virtually impossible. I've hatched, this is the fourth, no, I take it back, this is the fifth incubation that I've done, and I've used this brooder every single time. And oh, I'm sorry, my dog, my German Shepherd Arkham, come on, you stay here with me. The garage doors are open. He just was thinking of just taking off. So here you are. See, so that's a regular chicken feeder scenario, and I just have the glass jar on it, and it works. And they're able to, even though they're quail, as you can see, their necks are long and they can get in there, but I don't think they can physically get in there. I think they, in the last 4 days since they've been born, or 5 days now, they are, yeah, 4 days. They've gotten big enough so they can't really get in that hole. So, and boy, they have discovered the food. And then I always put the water somewhat near the food, far enough away so that when they like to scratch like a chicken does, you know, and then their poop goes everywhere if it's on the ground. You can see the flooring, it's all brand new, like I said before. And then if I bring the camera over here, I put another one in. I probably didn't need to do that because probably one is enough, but oh well. I had two of them, so I just put them in there. They'll just last longer. So far the water is lasting a couple days, and then I switch it out. Super easy to clean. I use only filtered water. We have an incredible filtering system here in our home. So I've got a separate water spigot in the sink, and it has all the filters underneath the sink, you know, to purify, so there's no fluoride, and there's nothing else that the public water system will do to destroy our human lives. So it's almost like spring water. So I feed the birds, of course, and our dogs. We have 2 dogs with filtered water. It's no big deal. So really happy with the setup with this brooder. They'll be in here probably for another 2 weeks. And again, there's 8 of them, which was incredible. There's 8 pearl and there's 8 jumbo. Just unbelievable how that happened. I didn't plan it, but that's what happened. And I only got like a 70-75% hatch rate, but that's okay. There wasn't a whole lot when after I candled the eggs. Several of them, in fact, quite a few of them were not even fertile. They were just clear when you candled them. But these guys were black as all get out, and you couldn't see the light when I candled the eggs, and they all hatched. So, or most of them anyway. So there you go, and that's my babies. And they will go into either side of the sections here. So they'll either go over here, probably over here, and or over here. And then I'm going to order the jumbo quail and get that going at the end of September into October. So by the end of October into early November, I hope to have 20 to 30 more quail.